Guys, Picker Boy Trucker back at you. I'm approaching the Home Depot distribution center here in Grand Prairie, Texas on Jefferson Boulevard. It's over here to the left, but you actually have to go on down. Oh, what's the name of that street? I cannot think of the name of the street. But it's up at this next light. And if you watched last week's videos, you know we did this, except I came in from the other direction. By the time I get out of here today, the traffic getting back through Dallas is going to be ugly. I can tell you that for sure. Alright, so let's make this turn. This is Crusader Drive. And then you make an immediate left. You got the Home Depot signs out here on the corner. And you see the little guard building up here to the left. We're going to stop there after this other truck that's taking a load of roofing shingles in, and we'll take our order information in and get signed in, and then I'll drive around and check in with the Maverick guy in the front office. No matter what this guy tells me. If you remember last week, he told me to go around back for a live load, and I wasted about 2 hours. My trailer was loaded and ready to go. But let's have faith that today is going to work much smoother. That's what I think. I do have a problem with a tire on my trailer that I noticed back there a few miles. I'm going to tell the Maverick guy before they use this trailer to do a preload, they need to have this tire replaced, I think. So, all right, well, let me check in here and I'll get back to you. Okay, everybody, checked in. He agreed that it's supposed to be a preload and said to check in with the Maverick guy in the front office, which I was going to do no matter what he said. After last week. Just giving you a shot of the yard here. It's a big facility. Lots of preloads sitting out there. Man, you think with all those preloads ready that one of them's got to be for me. Sure would be nice if it's just a load of roofing shingles. There's a lot of that out here. Okay, so if you are coming in here to get a live load, you just keep on going straight back and hook a left at the end of the building. But to check in with the Maverick guy in the front office, you come over here and just try to park kind of out of the way. Well, they got a lot of trailers ready. Surely one of these is from me. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of pull up here, go in, you know, get my hard hat on, go in, check in with the guy and see what he says. All right, I'll get back to you shortly. Well, guys, I've checked in, and guess what? My trailer is not ready. You know, the pickup window on this order is from like 1 p.m. to, I don't know, 9 p.m. or something like that. And it's after 2 p.m. Isn't it supposed to be ready? So, you know, here we are again, burning my clock. doing nothing at the Home Depot distribution center. So I did tell the guy in there, the Maverick office guy, about my tire. So he told me to write it up on a red tag and put it on the brake line hookup. I'll show you that. So just a little tag he gave me in the office, and I wrote which tire it is on there, and gonna leave that. I'm gonna go drop the trailer over there, so I'll at least be unhooked from the trailer whenever my trailer comes out. And then I'll try to park where there's some space so I can get my new trailer, hook up to it, and then try to park beside the old trailer to move out all my stuff, you know, because I'll have to move tarps and timbers and, you know, all of that stuff. So, all right, more later. All right, folks, I've got this thing secured finally. Headed over to the tarping shed. It is a tarp load, so I got to get tarp put over this sucker. Secure it down. It's 3:35 p.m. Oh, I hate to have to drive through Dallas at this point. It's going to be horrible, but you know, I've got over 3 hours of time left on my clock, so need to do it. Probably won't get very far. All right, tarp guys, wake up. All right, I'll show you some more later. Well, everybody, I'm trying to get out of Dallas. We're about to cross over the Ray Hubbard Reservoir. I guess that's where the fine people of Dallas get their drinking water. I don't know. Oh, traffic, traffic, traffic. Where are all these people going anyway? Well, you know, I got so busy back there getting this load secured, and then I hopped in the truck to pull around to the tarping station and forgot to show you the load. But basically, you know, it was, you know, your typical Home Depot or Lowe's load, you know, various things. It had a lot of lumber, you know, some plywood, some 2x4s, 2x6s, some concrete backer board, gosh, some plumbing pipe, oh, just various things. And they had 3 gut straps put on one section, and then I had to put on probably about 9 or 10 more straps. I ended up using 2-inch straps on the very back. But I'll try to show you the load. Of course, it'll be on the beginning of next week's video, because I won't be able to show it to you until I deliver it Monday morning, get the tarps off of it. But it delivers at the Home Depot store that I shop at. It's only like 5 miles from my house and about 5 miles from the Maverick North Little Rock yard. So but you know, I was talking to another Maverick driver back there while I was bungeeing up my tarp. He was right beside me, you know, the tarp crew was getting his tarps put over his load and all, and I was like, where's your load deliver? And you know, we were just talking. Turns out, you know, he lives probably about, I think, 20 or so miles from where I live, kind of on the other side of Little Rock from me. And but he said he was going to the Maverick North Little Rock yard, that he's basically living there right now. I'm like, what? And he says, well, yeah, I'm going through a divorce, so we're selling the house, and So I said, so you're just living out of the truck then? He goes, yeah, on the weekends I try to make it to the North Little Rock yard because they got showers and, you know, vehicles where he can run to the store and other things that you might afford him some comforts of normal life. But, you know, there's another aspect. If you're in a situation like that, or not necessarily getting a divorce, but you know, if you're in a situation where you can just come out and let's say you sold your house, you don't really have a house or an apartment or whatever, you're just kind of shacking up with some relatives or friends, whatever, now and again, but you're primarily just living in the truck on the road. Even if you just did that for a short while, you know, a few months or a year, or you know, maybe you've got a financial goal you need to get to, you know, you could do that for a while before you went crazy, I suppose. And man, you could pile up some money in the bank is the point here. You know, if your situation is such that you don't have other people you need to be taken care of, you know, parents, grandparents, children, whatever the case may be, and you're trying to save up money for, you know, a house or pay off some bills or get out of bankruptcy, you know, whatever the case may be, you could do it doing this and just basically bank most of your money. Anyway, that was kind of interesting. All right, guys, so I've got a parking spot reserved up here in about 50 miles. So I'm going to stop there, and that'll probably leave me about 4 hours to go in the morning to get home. A fleet manager called earlier and said it's time for me to get some preventive maintenance done on the truck, so he wanted me to check the truck into the shop whenever I get there. So I'll do that. I guess that's it for now. I'll see you as usual to wrap up the week once I get to North Little Rock tomorrow. All right, folks, good Saturday morning to you. I've made it back to North Little Rock and just stopped in at the Pilot here, you know, about a half a mile from the North Little Rock Maverick yard. So I'm fueled up, ready to start Monday morning with a full tank, and I got me a jug of windshield fluid while I was in there. You know, the way that works, you know, when you need windshield washer fluid, when you're putting in your information on the Pilot app, you know, to activate the pump, it's got a question, you know, do you need to buy additional products inside the store, I think is how it words it. You just say yes, and then when you're done fueling, just go inside and get you a jug of windshield fluid and go up to the cashier and just say, hey, I'd like to add this to my fuel purchase on whatever pump you were at, like pump 26. And she'll look it up and put it on there, and then you have to sign for it. But that's it. You know, it takes about 30 seconds. Because you know, if you run out of windshield washer fluid and you go through a DOT inspection and the officer cannot see windshield fluid in your container, you know, under your hood, that's a violation. Plus you need it. Oh, now I just cleaned my windshields while I was in there fueling, as always, but I'm hoping I can get my truck washed once I enter the gate down here. we'll see. Well, it's about 9:25 Saturday morning, and as I remember, I didn't leave out this week until Monday morning. I don't know, I left out I probably left the Maverick yard by 5:30, 6 a.m., something like that. Made my delivery about an hour and a half from here. So that's how I started the week. And I'm getting home on, you know, about, like I said, it's almost 9:30 Saturday morning. I'll review the week in a minute when I get parked, but I'm gonna show you the yard, as always, to finish out the week here. Here's the Maverick Driving Academy just to the right. Nothing going on there right now. And then we're going to approach the main office and yard. Very nice facility. Get my ID out and ready so I can open up the gate. Oh man, parking lot looks extra full. I've got to put my truck and my trailer into the shop, so there's a guy pulling out. I can get that spot if it's open when I get out of the truck wash. But my I mentioned this yesterday, but my fleet manager wanted me to check my truck into the shop for preventive maintenance appointment, and I have a light on this trailer that needs to be repaired. Alright, so we're free to enter the truck wash. So I'm gonna jump on in here. There's Mr. Truck Wash. Alright, I'll get back to you in a minute. Alright guys, while I'm getting my truck washed here, let's go ahead and review the week. Get things wrapped up. Okay, first of all, let's go into the driver portal here on the Maverick app, and I can look at my last week's mileage total. If you'll be patient with me. Well, it's having a hard time loading. Okay, go to the mileage log, and last week my total miles was 2,639. And let's go back to my payroll email. I know everybody likes to see this. My gross pay for those miles was 2,131 miles. Sorry, $2,131.75. 2131.75. So pretty good week there. Let's see. Okay, I wanted to mention real quick, I wanted to give a shout out once again to my newest new Maverick driver, Brian, who just a couple weeks ago got his own truck. You know, he went through training, did the trainer truck, got assigned his own truck, and picked up his first load, I think a week or so ago, maybe a little more than that. And he's out on his own. So Brian's from South Carolina, and he got his CDL here at the Maverick Driving Academy. So out on his own. Congratulations, Brian. And then I've got, I've got a couple other guys that were set to start already, but they had to delay it because they got COVID. So good luck, guys, getting over that quickly. And let's see, that's Tim. Well, they're both named Tim. I got two Tims that have COVID. And then Jamie, who's out on the trainer truck, should have just finished his first week on the trainer truck about right now. And you know, that's all on my list I'll mention right now. But you know, I had an email from somebody a few days ago that just got accepted to Maverick. I don't think they've actually started yet, but they were sent me an email thanking me for all the videos and said they got accepted to Maverick, you know, and they're all excited, and I'm excited for you too. So, you know, I like to keep track of the people that have used me as a referral because, you know, I like to keep track of your progress for one, but when you're done with training and you go solo, I send you a little thank you gift, if you will. So I asked, you know, did you use me as a referral, you know, so I can keep track of you? And he said, no, I would have, but it never came up. So, you know, I guess, you know, when you're applying, if you fill out the application online, there's a spot there where you can put an employee's name, me or whoever you're using. You know, you just put it right there on the online application. But maybe he did it over the phone with a recruiter, and maybe they just skipped over it, didn't ask him. I don't know, but that's how you do that. If you do it over the phone talking to a recruiter, just tell them. If you do it online, just fill it out. So whoever you're using. And you know, I really appreciate that. For you guys that have used me as your referral, I greatly appreciate that. You know, it's like I've mentioned before, you know, I use that to help pay my son who does all this video work. You know, we owe him for helping get all this video footage that I get while I'm out on the road. You know, he's the one that spends 5 or 6 hours a weekend editing, uploading, you know, putting it all together. So, you know, that helps me pay him. And you know, the batteries, the chargers, the cameras, all that stuff. So anyway, you know, if you do apply to Maverick, please, you know, use somebody for your referral if you feel like we're worthy. Me or any other Maverick driver you know, use somebody. All right, guys, they're done with my truck wash. Let me go get parked. All right, everybody, got out of the truck wash, got me a nice parking spot, although it probably won't end up here because, like I said, I got to check my truck and trailer into the shop, so when they're done with it, no telling where it'll be parked. But that's all right. That's one of the great benefits of being able to park here, is I get to have my truck washed and worked on while I'm off.